A man is defined by his habits. What you do over and over again will ultimately dictate your results and who you are as a person. This is why your daily schedule and routine needs to be very carefully crafted. Constantly ask yourself whether or not your habits are helping you level up or not. Here are 5 habits that every man needs to incorporate in his life. Number 1. Track everything you want to improve, and I truly mean everything. This is by far one of the best tips I wish someone would have mentioned when I was younger. See, the reason you are not making those gains in the gym or not getting girls or not making those large improvements in life comes down to this. As a man who is just beginning in self-improvement, remember, it's a numbers game. There's a saying that practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the better you become, but practice without tracking your exact progress is useless. One day you go in the gym and curl a 20 kilograms bar for 10 reps. Few days after, you completely forget what you had curled last time and end up curling 15 kilograms for 10 reps, thinking that you have made some progress only if you had a journal where you were tracking your output and where you had written down exactly what exercise you were doing, how much weight you lifted for how many reps, and other tips such as correct form. You would be able to lift the same amount where? Try for higher reps. This is the exact definition of competing against yourself. You would have heard that the only person you should be competing against is yourself, not others. Well, this is how you start. This doesn't only apply to the gym. Let's say you want to acquire more customers. Once again, it's a numbers game. Write down exactly how many cold calls you made that day and how many you closed. Write down what worked and what didn't work while you tried to close the sale. Over time you will notice that the number of calls you close begins to rise very strongly. You will notice your energy levels increase day by day because now you can clearly see yourself improving. This is why some men go to the gym for 1 week and quickly quit afterwards, because they just don't see the muscles when they look in the mirror. They get demotivated. But if you have been tracking your progress, you don't need to see actual physical results just yet to feel motivated. Number 2, do the most hardest task on your schedule first thing in the day. The biggest reason why we procrastinate is not because we are lazy or because we lack energy. Instead, it comes down to one word: fear. The reason we procrastinate is because we fear the task. This could be because of a number of reasons. For example, you feel the task is too big, or it's too hard, or you don't understand how to do it. You need to do these types of daunting tasks first thing in the morning. The more you wait, the more excuses you will come up with to not do the actual task. Number 3, stop bringing your phone to the bed. This should be common advice to you by now, especially if you have been in the self-improvement for long enough. But chances are that you are in your bed right now and watching this video during nighttime. This is a bad habit that can slowly creep up into your lifestyle and totally kill your momentum. Why? Because you end up sleeping 2 or 3 hours later than you should have. In fact, studies have found that even if you don't use your phone for long periods of time at night, but check your phone quickly, even that can wake your brain right up. Your mind can stay active and engaged long after you've scrolled through social media or responded to a few work emails. Even when you have shut your phone off, you find yourself thinking about the email you should have sent or the DM you just sent. Meaning your brain is very engaged. At this time, your brain should be relaxed and in its natural state where it wants to shut off for a while. And of course, not to mention the circadian rhythm that your phone's blue light disturbs heavily. Number 4, when you are working, put your phone on Do Not Disturb mode or switch it off completely. Look back over the times when you sit down to work, you tell yourself all the tasks you have to achieve for that period of time you sit down for. But what happens? You hear a notification bell on your phone, you pick up the phone to reply to the message, but before you realize it, you are on Instagram just mindlessly scrolling. You end up wasting an hour or so of your time that could have been used to complete your task. Once again, this habit of picking up your phone like a parrot every time the notification bell hits will make you nothing short of a chronic procrastinator. So shut off your phone completely or put it on Do Not Disturb mode for the amount of time you sit down. This is the whole idea of deep work. In almost any profession, the principle of deep work applies. The ability to utilize your time exactly for the purpose you intended it to be used for will set you apart from 99% of fellow humans. You will find yourself tick scheduled tasks one by one without procrastination, whether you are a student or a doctor. This skill is truly a virtue to master. And habit number 5, address the core issue. Many times the stress you go through in your life is because you never address the core issue. How many times you hear men complain about their jobs, their wife, their kids? But what have you done to fix those issues? This ties back into the masculine principle of don't complain, fix it. To some this may sound harsh because we love to live in a feel-good state driven by our emotions. But if you really want to move on and upgrade in your life, you will need to make decisions that seem hard at the moment but pay off in the long run. Let's say you hate your job. What do you think the average Joe will do in this case? Pretty obvious. He comes home, complains about the hard day at work he had. Wherever he goes and whoever he meets, he can't help but complain about his work and stressful life. But what has he actually done to fix it? Has he picked out his dream job that would allow him to work less, earn more, and feel more satisfied? Is he working towards acquiring the right skill sets and experience to achieve that new job? 99% of the time? The answer to this question is a no. You are too busy complaining and fighting with others to even think about addressing the core issue. Same applies to your marriage goals, physique, and so on. Whatever you want to achieve in life, you can't beat around the bush like nice guy. You need to take it head on and address the core issue. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Until next time.